Okay, I think everything's
Wait, I
working.
think I might have been last. Not sure though. Might have been.
Yeah, Bathos Cliffs. Yeah. I'm. No, I think you won, Jesse. Honestly.
Yeah, I won, man. I was ahead. Like I was so far ahead.
I just got done eating. I just got done eating dinner or
We should
lunch or
make-
whatever.
Four
Yeah, we should make
four in
rules
the
about that.
afternoon. Are we dead ass?
We should for real just
Lunch. God
make
dang it!
rules about
Not dinner.
questions
Lunch.
and such.
Not dinner.
I get dinner at like 5. Late.
I eat dinner at like at 9.
Dinner at
9?
9? Bro, are you insane?
9?
Yeah.
Like
Are you a
7
math man? You a math
7
man.
p.m. at latest. 7 p.m. at latest.
Yeah, mine is like 5 to 7. That's the latest and earliest I will eat dinner.
Oh wait, I need to leave. Oh, hold up, my bad, gang.
I'd be bamboozled if my ping stays at like 60.
Yeah, you can leave. You gotta leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can record via Uber Stream.
70. Ah! I can hear the sounds from overstream.
Finally gonna come
Make
out
it
of
stop.
Okay, so Jacob, how are we gonna commentate this? How are we gonna commentate?
Alright.
Green.
Gritty?
So do I start?
Said,
Okay,
I'm
my
gonna
bad.
commentate this. You said I'm gonna commentate this, and then just didn't commentate.
I said,
the
how
car
do we
starts pulling
commentate
away.
this? How are we going to commentate this? I said, how?
If you don't know that, then you probably shouldn't be a commentator. As the 20 car just continues his lead as we head into the hairpin.
Gonna be turn 5. Jesse after a catastrophic failure. Race control call. Gonna try getting in front. He's gonna make that 5. Deadly situation. We do not. These 5 look to be very good at the car. However, it's only 1 lap in. We do not know how this race is going to play out. Could be another wreckage like last time. Jeffrey hold that lead. So far, this could be the road course dominator. Bush is going to try to look right away right now. Oh, he's going to get on 2.
Like, looks like we're having some technical difficulties for one of our commentators. Do want to point out that Hairpin has already had 1 victim today, that being the 19 of Yanks. He did win at Milwaukee. He's already had issues on lap 1 at the Hairpin. It's 2x2 for the lead.
They're looking around the outside.
Try to get that inside as well. We'll maybe look at the pushback. Is security back?
Yes, I'm already here, bro. Jesse sends one up the inside. Okay. That's why I said we need to figure out who's gonna commentate on which lap. Because on God, we're tripping over each other, bro.
Alright, you commentate even laps. I'll commentate odd laps.
All right.
And as aliens, just whatever.
No, Chameleon just fills in when we have a blank moment. I think that's can work. Anyways, side by side, Israel and Uber. Uber basically has the championship locked up since their main rival of Cat cannot attend today's week. Uber's gonna lead that lap side by side. John Hunter was trying to do the switchback. Uber gets left around the outside. John Hunter can't get up. Wait, Jacob, you're supposed to commentate this lap.
All right, Israel's gonna shove John down. He wants this. Comes off. He's trying to work all the one out. Jesse now he's the one just like that. This time knows how to lock Israel off the except that he's not 26 seconds behind. It's first going to be Israel and Uber. That's how the Israel manages to clear. Goes through the grass. They're going to get turned from him. He's contact off on the chicane. John going to try to hold that lead. Uber looking for maybe a switchback. John not that too far, but point against the other riders out here, but he's going to try and cross Uber in the meantime. Not want them to be up in the front either. He's going to lead this lap. Back to
Jacob, bro, you need to like come closer to your mic, bro. You keep going in and out, bro, every like 2 seconds. John Hunter makes a
Noted.
big mistake. Now his Uber's with a pretty good gap, a pretty good lead. Bushy tried to look up the inside, but sent it a little too hard. Didn't get a great exit. Uber's gonna miss that apex there. Uber is dominated so far. This is why he is first in the championship standings in Israel. What a dive up the inside. He's got a great run. Uber's just barely not clear. Israel's just barely there to his right quarter panel. But if Uber's gonna clear Israel coming out the mini chicane, what can Israel do here? Uber parks it on the apex perfectly, but Israel, what a switchback. He's got a great run looking up the inside. He's just there. Oh, almost flips over the curb. Uber shoves him into the grass. He's gonna lead another lap.
Had a couple incidents so far today, both of them including the same car. The 20 car has gone around twice, once at the end of lap 2 and once going into the hairpin on lap number 4, 48 leads.
As we've seen here, some of these cars out here, the 48 being a good front runner all day, as well as 26. The 5 being a great front runner. All of these cars, other than cars, maybe has not been a very good race. We don't talk about that either. You know, the hairpin looks like Uber's going to hold that line. John going to try to send it on Jeffrey. He's not going to run off the corner. He's slowed down by him car. It's not going to work for you. Off his chain in the second hairpin. He's going to try to hold that brake. Yes, he's going to try to send it along the inside.
Off the pace, 5. He's in the sand coming out of the hairpin. Back to you.
Alright, Uber kept the lap just right on the
Once again, Jacob, please fix your mic. It keeps going in and out. Most sentences we cannot hear what you're saying. Uber though has been kind of dominating this race. Makes a slight mistake, goes to the grass. That's allowed Jesse to catch back up. So they're trying to do the switch back on Uber, looking up the inside. He's going to get there with a little contact though, side by side here. Jesse is actually pretty good at battles cliffs. I've seen him race here. Jesse with that switchback, what a move. He's even going to get a greater exit. Almost clear of Uber. Uber's not the sidetrack. Cut on to this pretty long, decent back straight. Side by side, both hit each other into the grass just a tad bit. Coming through this very sharp right-hander. Uber sends it, tries to park on apex. He couldn't though. Jesse with another switchback. He's going to get a slightly better run. These next 2 corners are going to favor him. Pushes Uber into the grass, almost into the wall, side by side. Coming through this very bumpy chicane. You've seen a lot of flips side by side. It's just going to be Uber who's going to lead that lap again. 4th lap led today for Uber.
Also, the front runners out here tonight getting some great runs on each other. Even bad when very quick off the grass, though. Bush is trying to interact with the ball, but I think he's one. Both Jesse and Uber get a focus coming off the third gear, it looks like. Bush is straight inside. Goes to John. Both of them steer for the lead. He's trying to hold off John in the meantime. To hold that lead. Jesse going to make contact with Uber. Going way in lead. And John makes contact with the wall as well. He's driving immediately. Breaking out. Coming in at turn 4, 5. One of them has a great day. This is the first 2 or 3 wheels for a moment. Trying to hold on though, trying to catch up to Bushy. Great driver. So has Uber, who's going to go for the inside move, as well as Ron. 2 wide for the final 2 spinning. You know, these curves, we have no idea how this is going to play out. One of these cars might wreck safe.
Okay, so we've gotten confirmation on the 19-1 car. No caution because the 19 did, I believe, flip. I believe he flipped or crashed, one of the two. Bushy though with a great lead, but now they're working to the catch, and he hit the grass, slight mistake. I mean, it's very hard to like notice all the because Uber's been dominating out front, so it's very hard to notice all the mid-pack stuff because Uber's kind of is slightly much more zoomed in. They're not saying he has to zoom out, but it's so much hard to say the mid-pack. We can only really realistically commentate the front. Uber tries to look up the inside of Bushy. Bushy, great defense here. He's gonna have to force Uber around the outside or try to do a switchback. Jesse up the inside. Oh, he sent it too hard. Hits Bushy's door and spins around on the large hill. So that sometimes I've gotten stuck on that hill before once or twice. So you might lose a couple of seconds over 8-9 seconds back. Uber switch back. He's not gonna lead this lap. Second lap led today for Bushy. John is gonna get the push to Uber. Uber's gonna try to make a move around the outside. He hang. Oh, sorry, Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Pushing down on game like ball. Here, but he has not had a moment in the front of it. Jesse going to be quite far behind the pack, but he's going to gain the inside mover as they make a little contact with John. I'm pretty sure. Getting a bit lag, so I can't tell. Jesse going to make contact with the wall. Right McLovin into it. He might shove him down there almost his goal. Caution is going to be thrown out as both Jesse and Spider are quite far back at the moment. Now that I'm having a good day out here, Jesse in the front most of the day. Gets them back to the pack. And the front is going to be Butchie with a huge breakaway. This caution is not something he wants to see. He does not want to get back up to the back.
Oh no, what a big mistake from Uber. He just lost third because of that, because Israel crossed the line.
Alex, the second you said something about my Wi-Fi, I spiked to like 600, 700 ping.
That was the second incident involving the 26.
So I would like to mention
Stop
that,
saying
like,
things about my Wi-Fi, Alex.
so I would just like to mention that Israel was on top of Uber, literally, and almost did a lightning a Doc Hudson. I'll just like to mention that.
Yeah, I can't currently tell because it's kind of laggy for me. It's a little bit clearer now.
So why does your mic keep going in and out? Just like why? What was happening there?
Do you want to know that is a little bit of a rain today as well, as you can see it is kind of consistent to these drivers. Gonna try to have to deal with that at the same time. Wait for the countdown, going back to 30. Lap 9, I think.
What?
Oh! Never mind.
Great start here. I think Yanks jumped the start. He's either that or he got a great start here. Bushy will keep his first place. John Hunter gives a little shot to the bumper. Uber up the third. So stays in third. Uber looking up the inside of John Hunter side by side. Cuts for the grass. That's clean race. Oh, John Hunter hits Uber's door and puts himself into the grass. Uber looking up the inside of Bushy. Now can't get there. Didn't really try to cut this corner. Kind of leans on Bushy. Sends him very wide into the corner. Tries to do the switchback. Bushy with a perfect park on the apex. John Hunter sends it. But Uber's going to get a great run. It's clear of Bushy. He is not clear of John Hunter. Just barely. Side by side for second place. Oh, Bushy on two wheels, almost flips over. These curves are dangerous. Bush looks up the inside. Uber couldn't park it on the apex, goes very wide. But luckily everyone also did too. So he's going to have about a 1 second gap, about 9.34 car lengths. So crazy restart. Uber up the first again, and Bushy will fall down the third. John Hunter into the grass. Big mistake, I think. Yanks pushed him into there.
Do also want to mention that some of these smaller curves right here, I do like to call them pillar curves as well, because how dangerous these are. Usually more prominent on tracks like Mexico City. However, this track does have something as well, mostly on the final two chicane. However, this does have to be earlier as well, and Bushy is going to have to try to remember that and try to hold that inside on. Does not want to call that those curves as well. He's just simply look for a switch that basically can dive on the inside and hold that line.
We got a big crash coming into the hairpin. The 26 is around once again. It's only a single car, but I think his day here is done.
Yeah, Jesse so far has not had a good day. He's out in both races multiple times so far. He's still blowing out with one car, no car can hit. Something a lot of these drivers have complained. How it's going to be a 3 wide to the lead just to get hold that lead lap. 11, that's 30.
Great racing here so far. Even though Jesse, he still has a chance to catch up. It's gonna be very hard to. Israel now takes first place. Has kind of been silent all race. Usually in the mid pack, fourth, fifth, somewhere between. Now he's fighting for first. Uber up the inside though. Can he hold it? No, he can't. Uber will clear. Israel coming to this very sharp and tricky hairpin. Uber, great corner. I think Israel got a bump and run by Bushy. Bushy been very aggressive with the blocks and with the front of his car. Uber now, yeah, pretty clean. Nope, he didn't hit no bumps coming. Oh, he goes very wide for the very tight right-hander. That double right-hander. Luckily, Bushy also went wide, or maybe got a bump and run from Israel. Though Israel has a very short temper. So, I think there was a mistake. He threw it from Israel. Now he's back in the pack with Spider Yanks and Jesse.
All right, come on.
Bushy, be quiet. No, nobody asked. Bushy, nobody asked.
Has 5 laps ahead compared to Bushy's 4. He keeps this up, he's going to take those most laps at this point, and that is very useful. Those points are also double. These teams really want them in these races. Uber, I have noticed a lot of the time, is very good. Holding those front lines, however, can't really hold together for a win at the end. Might be the pressure getting to him. In the back, give it a positive. It's going wide track. I can get there by someone entirely sure. We have soft camera coverage at the moment. Uber going to lead by a pretty big margin. This is not going to be too far behind. They really don't have that at just a moment. Going to be a little bit of draft action here. Just trying to catch up on these chains race. Bushy going to lead the pack. Coming off on the lap 13 now. Uber going to lead yet again.
There's another caution.
Not on the speedway. Looks like it's the 5 of 26. That's the second incident for the 26 today that was brought out of caution. So they will race back to the start finish line, and it will be the 48 out in front. Potentially, if he can hold off the 20. But it's going to be a green-white checkered here when we get back to the start finish line.
Pretty.
Yes. There's a caution right now. There's literally nothing to commentate right now, bro. It's a caution.
48 car. 48 car, very dominant early on at Milwaukee. Ended up getting shuffled back a little bit, but right now he's led. I want to say the last couple of laps here, easily the dominant car of D5, and I would say the dominant car of this race. However, we have a lot of heavy hitters subbing for the final race at Miami. One of those being Frost, on the other one being Puffin. Will that hinder the 48's run here? I want to hear what y'all have to think.
I'm not entirely sure. I believe that was a very hard time. It was very tough to try and get to the front of all these drivers with using subs, not very good picks. They're going to have to work together.
If I'm not correct with when it comes to most led laps, I think Uber has secured it with, I think, 6 or 7 laps led, and the nearest person is Bushy with 3. And there should be like
Bushy has 4, I think, and Uber has 6.
Okay, so it's not secured just yet. So Bushy can pass Uber for most led laps. Okay.
Lining up on the restart, Uber's going to have full position. Bushy's going to come back up behind the inside of Jesse. In the back, the big car going to have a little bit of problem. Caught up on by race control.
As we get ready for the countdown. Gonna be 2 to go this time by.
2 to go.
Alright, as the countdown finally starts, green
go!
Uber diving in the middle of these two, trying to squeeze on by. Bushy's gonna have that inside, and they are going to lead. Coming off in a turn 2. Are going to make a little bit of contact. Uber sent both of them quite wide out. They managed to hold it. Fighters going to run inside, no clear for second. Now trying to catch up to Bushy. Solomon in the back, trying to catch up to Uber and Reynolds. 6 laps. try to make a little bit of contact with Uber yet again. John gonna go way too hard. Right on that base head. Very slow. That's all that does he did. One car is going to be out of the race now, as we now only have 5 drivers on the track. That's going to be Jesse out of the race. I can do that. I can do to get it correct almost every race this time. Never mind, every race as is. Going to be pushing now on those 2 laps, trying to claw back up and get that most better. That's sure.
Right here. It's a Toyota and Chevy at the front, as we're now on 2 to go. 14 plus 2 does equal 16, but in terms of actual laps, it is actually not 2 to go, to be 3 to go. As it is going to be the Toyota of Bushy and the Lowe's 48 of Uber. What can Uber do here? He's shown to have winning speed in other divisions. He has won as a sub in D4. As everyone starts to just try to make the hairpin behind him, one of the most difficult corners in this entire game, I would say. But right now, the 20 hasn't shown his real pace yet. Will we see it right now? The 48 slowly catching up to him. They need to take this corner a little bit with a bit of caution, since they don't want to hit that inside curb and force them out into the grass on the right-hand side. They're side by side going through the chicane as we head into the final corners, heading into the final lap. It's going to be the 48 and the 20. They'll both get to it. Fine will be side by side entering turn number 1.
Uber has secured most of that laps.
At the end of the final lap, that's going to be Uber securing most of the laps at together. Which we had 5 laps. We might be able to secure the win if they are good enough, but they have to put these corners perfectly against Uber. Uber might just call that rough pressure. That is something very commonly don't do in these D5 races. Coming to pressure very late coming to that corner as well. That's just kind of hoping a better run. That's going to work perfectly, as they now have a huge push there. You're going to have to play very tough. You're going to have to be hard to catch up. Bruce John both sides of the side. Catching up to the front of them perfectly and get an amazing amount of speed pushing around.
John Hunter's got one last chance, one last run. Ooh, John Hunter with the switchback. Can he get there? He side drives. Nah,
Are you serious? No, are you serious?
What?
You just interrupted him.
It's
really?
fine, don't worry.
I'd be fired if I did that.
That's
He's
crazy.
literally going in and out, dude. Like for half of that, I don't know if
It
it's just a
doesn't
me
matter.
problem.
He's on the final corner. You just spoke over him.
Is it really speaking over him if we can't even hear him like half the race? I told Jacob to
He
try to
was
fix his
speaking
mic.
fine right there. You just literally interrupted him.
I'm guessing it's just a me problem. I'm guessing it's just a me problem because I literally could not hear him for half the race. I'm guessing it's just a me problem. For
Like,
half the
most
race, he
definitely
was just
the most
not
terrible.
there.
I had like
What?
2,000. I had like 2,000 ping at the cautions.
Ouch.
This
R.I.P.
is just fucking
Jesse.
unsufferable.
R.I.P. Jesse and his chances of winning.
All right, so how do we want to do Homestead Miami? Do we want to do like 2 lap by 2 lap basis?
I
Yeah,
think we
sure.
should just do it like you stop and then I begin.
All right, that
Like-
sounds good.
Like normal.
I know.
I just prefer like a radio style because it makes it more easy and formal, just instead of chaotic and ooga booga.
Germany? Hold up. The server is in Germany.
And Scurdy's not commentating this race because he's subbing, but like,
Yeah, I know.
whatever. Yeah, Scurdy didn't catch it, I don't think.
So we have a lot of other drivers that usually aren't in D5 competing in this final race in Homestead, Miami. Do you think that changes how a lot of the drivers are going to have to race?
Absolutely, especially with some dominant drivers out here like Puffin and Frost. And Skirty as well, who recently moved up to D4, but now is dropping back down in D5 to sub for the final race. We'll see how he does compared to the rest of these drivers out here tonight.
So we still are on intermission. As we're just getting everybody ready. Of course, this is not usually how D5 is ran. Usually it is ran more like of a blitz battle type of race. However, this week it is ran like all the other divisions. There might be a lot of these drivers probably don't have experience subbing and, let's say D4, D3. I think the only one that I could really think of that has really had that experience that's been competing in every race today has been Israel and Uber. But Israel hasn't really been doing the best today. Do you think that Uber is definitely capitalizing off of that right now?
Absolutely. If I'm not wrong, he got his win right now, and he's looking to potentially secure it for a second one tonight at Homestead, Miami. He usually is way far in the front and usually drops it out at the very final moment to fall flat for a win. However, today he finally managed to pull it together and finally got his first win at Bathos. We'll see if he can go 2 for 2 on Homestead. Right now, what his standings are, he's got second and first. That's going to put him way high against points lead, and it looks like he has secured his D5 victory. The only one who can even come close is Catastrophic, and they are not in the race.
Get yourself up. You ready to get in the shower?
Might have someone subbing for them, though. Let me check right back.
I better run kind of out of here.
Already crowned one champion in VRL, in D3. Congratulations to Adri for that championship win. I think they deserved it. They've been really making a lot of progress with how they've been driving the last couple of months last year, and it really paid off. So congratulations to her. I think that's her first or second championship. I think it's her second championship. But she'll end off D3 with the championship win. As it seems as if our race control has left VC. Don't know if they have a problem there. We'll wait until they can get back.
It's stupid. And we've also come up to notice that currently Sturdy is going to be subbing for Catastrophic on the final race. Unless the cards play out absolutely perfectly, I don't think Catastrophic has a shot at the win here. Uber probably going to win this D5 championship as long as nothing goes wrong post-race. We're going to see how things play out for the final race, though, as there's a lot of competitors looking to get up there for maybe a shot at second or third.
I guess while we wait, we can go ahead and get into our sponsored segment of today, the What Did You Eat Today, presented to you by RailRacing.com. Jacob, what did you eat today?
Barbecue ribs.
That statement was presented by RailRacing.com as we're about to get ready with the D5 finale at Miami.
Hey, Uber, do me a favor. Go walk up to that number 0 car. I'm not Jesse, bro. Who do you think I am? Bruh. UPMO. Oh, the intermission's finally going down. Looks like everybody's ready.
The
The
D5
boss is
finale. here. I believe the boss might be Puffin.
Is the boss Alex?
Not entirely sure. It's Alex, apparently. Look out, D5 field.
Is the boss Alex? Oh no, y'all are cooked.
Puffin tonight, if I'm not wrong. Let me check up. It's going to be a very conditions against 30 wider.
Seems like we have some technical difficulties with Jacobs and Michael and resolve those issues in a bit. Right now, ooh, big wreck! And we have just had a glitch on the track. The 5 has just lost a lap to the field.
Alright, John.
So they're gonna have to restart that.
Now, wait, we were working on the inside. Frosty not that far behind. Spider going to get 3 wide. Now Alex will push Frosty on the outside trying to get. What is Israel doing?
Israel got lap glitched. So that means that they're going to have to restart the race in order to get him back onto the lead lap. Or at least try to throw a caution to make sure he can get back on the lead lap. But right now it's the 48 and 91 on the turns 3 and 4. Battling for the lead is at number 4.
John will switch back up on the straight. That's going to work perfectly. He's going to have the inside coming up on turns 1 and 2. Potentially looking to hold it as well. He's been the biggest front runner all race, as far as I can tell.
Being told by race control, reset, we are restarting.
Well, alright then. That is not very good then, because I have already written down stuff.
Technically not a caution, but it is very odd to see that happen. It's kind of a rare glitch.
It's a red flag.
Well, unfortunately not the first one. The last red flag we had was in D2 LA Coliseum. After tempers were flaring and the caution came out with on the white flag.
So far, now, looks like we have 3 red flags. 2 of them have been in D5, 1 in D2. We're just trying to see what can go on right here. Waiting for the final restart to come on Homestead, Miami. These drivers trying to get back on track after the little incident. Bushy complaining about how is there not more red flags. Right now, as we line up for Homestead, Miami, once again, Alex is going to be second place for the second time. It's going to be the 91. I'm pretty sure John is going to be on the lead pole position. Ross and Jesse will be right behind those students to make their way around up to the front. Jesse is trying to take whatever reason he possibly can. Not sure if that is going to work out for him. No, the green flag going to be waved.
Gonna be 2 cars side by side, 91-42. Going for the lead, 91's gonna get the lead out, but...
On a very fast track every now and then. That inside line, maybe get through with the high lane, get the metal, maybe catch up from the back. Those cars in the back, Uber and Frosty both in dead last.
I'm gonna have 5 come up a little bit lagging.
John up front. John can get a little bit of that Highland push as well as push from I think Bush, if I'm not wrong. Never mind, I'm a fighter. I can't help that. Only is not that high. John will lead a 3 wide for second place.
Okay, here comes the 20 onto the inside. Got a couple cars into the wall, that being the 19 and the 2. But you see the 20 trying to just hold that outside line as best as he can. Here comes a run in the back. Jesse just takes out the 48. We have pandemonium on the back straightaway. The 5 car is out of shape. The 26 was out of shape earlier on into the back straightaway. And now the 42 is going to try to clear the 91 for the lead coming off of turn number 4. Alex will lead another lap.
It's going to be a very wonky drive out here.
Yes.
Who, as we know, has had a very good run out. Both from getting wrecked off the first 2 races and what just happened in the backstep of trying to get up to the lead. Looks to be Bushy on the outside, getting support from John. He's going to dive in the mid lane, though. Trying to make that high lane, getting the inside, and go past Alex. Go past him, just like that. Will very look for a clear as Alex gets turned by Bushy.
I'm coming.
Bye. We use a little bit of a high lane boost as well as the bump draft from Frosty, who is now in the top 3.
The 20 car just continuing to hold that high side. He has the 30 car of Frost working with him. He's been working with him for the last couple of laps. Got 1 car being turned on the outside wall, that being the 19 of Yanks. Hasn't necessarily been the best day for him, well, except for him winning Milwaukee. But that 20 car is not moving lanes. As you see, Uber right there goes to the high side. Jesse in front of him will follow suit as well. Hubel attempts to go through the middle because it will work. You just need to get the exit off of the corner in order to get the speed. But now we have another Toyota leading the Highland. That's going to be Puffin, and he's going to take the race lead going down the back straightaway.
It's going to be Bush right behind him. He's flying with Frosty. Maybe going to the mid lane. Now going to get a good clear on Puffin. Maybe trying to get that high lane boost from that. Puffin now behind John. Now on the outside, maybe a wide. It's going to be John leading the lap as they clear for the lead yet again. Back up in the front. John's been a pretty good front runner for Miami. You can try to hold on. Israel going to make contact with Alex. It's going to be 5 wide. Uber going to get a huge run out of nowhere. He's catapulted up to the top 2. Jesse going to get turned.
Got 1 lone Honda in the field, that being the 30 of Char. Right now, the 91 of John Hunter continues to lead. Can't block that run. That's going to allow the 20 to be up to his outside. And the 20, I believe, is going to lead that lap. Heading into turns 1 and 2, the 91 is going to continue to extend his lead. He'll block to the outside. Can't get the run off the corner, but the 48 did. But it wasn't enough as they're nearly 4 wide. Got a couple cars being turned in the back there. All 10 cars under a 2-second blanket. Here comes the 26 adjusted to the inside. He won't clear the 91. It's going to be Toyota and a Chevy drag race as they head into turn number 1.
Huge competition throughout all these drivers. Running up to the front. Big catastrophe. Quite a lot of collisions come off of the back. Ever these drivers fit in the front, it's going to be Uber with half-second breakaway shot. Clear for the lead, going to try to block Uber coming up on turn 3 and 4. That's going to work perfectly. Now they're going to lead yet another lap. They continue this and might have to score most right laps, and that will be crucial for them.
They gapped the entire field right behind them. I said a couple laps ago that everyone was under a 2-second blanket. Well, the top 2 pulled a 2-second gap on the field when they went into turns 3 and 4 that last time by. You see the 5 Visual trying to use that outside line, but the field has now caught the leaders. You don't want to be too far ahead of everybody, especially when you have no one pushing right behind you. Here comes Bushy to the bottom 3 wide. It's currently been the Toyotas and the Chevys that have been up front all day. I don't think there's a single Ford in this field. But the Honda has also been there, just a little bit of a mid-pack car. It's the 48 and 91, currently the best 2 cars on the racetrack, and they're currently 1 and 2.
Going back for the inside dive. Puffin also going to look for an inside move. He's going to go right below Uber. 3 wide now for the lead. Alex, you can pull John the outside, who has led so
have to leave the race. Have to have to leave the race because I have to go do something for my parents.
Absolutely
There's
dominant
no
for
way.
the points.
Anyways, I'm
Jesse,
lagging
now
too
we
much.
go
I'm
for a
definitely not gonna win this race.
wide, potentially to try and get by these cars, not having great run all day. The
Oh, I'm
48
glad
gonna
I
get
went to the
by
inside lane
Khan,
that
who's now
time.
on top of Uber. For a ride over
Never mind. Okay,
the
really.
Alex Puffin, both in top two for the
Yo,
lead.
I ain't locking.
Have
Okay.
a new player up front. That's that 18 of Puffin. Haven't really seen a lot of them up front today in this race. You also see the 19 is recovered back up to the front. Got a little bit of an issue at the back with the 5 car, a little bit off the pace back there. You get this big high lane train running down into turns 3 and 4. Got a couple cars into the wall. That's Alex, and that's the 48 of Uber. But the 18 currently dominating right now has the 20 of Bushy right behind. Both Toyotas, and we have just lost the stream to the broadcast booth. So we're going to let Jacob finish up on the rest of this race.
I do not have access to the server. There are 10 cars. I cannot join.
Well, it looks like we have had an issue going on. Don't understand what's going on. The last thing we saw was the 18 and the 20 car currently in the lead. Let's talk about that right now. Both Toyotas have been really fast today as we're holding on to see if we can get that broadcast signal back. I think it's going to be one of those two Toyotas getting the win today.
So far, we've seen a lot of competition throughout all these drivers. We are seeing what each and every one of them can pull together. So far, the boss, Alex, not been in the front too much today, but they are trying to look for a way back up there. Looks like they might get that soon enough as the stream is now starting to come back on. We are disconnected from me. Never mind. Waiting for the looks like you gap between the front and the back, and might get a huge get off on
Yeah, I know. It should also say no caution for that as well, so that might have to be brought up as well. Especially if you're Uber and you're leading this championship. There is pandemonium going on up front. The 26 is taking out cars. The 18 and 20 are still up front. And it looks like, as I said in that break, that both Toyotas, and they're five wide currently in the corner. I can't even finish what I'm saying. But we're going to white flag. It's the 20 and 18 currently out in front.
20's got a huge clear ball move. Jesse now to the inside.
Still second place. I don't know how I stole second place.
It was a Toyota, just the wrong one. The 26 wins at Homestead, Miami.
I stole second place somehow.
Amazing final push there by Jesse after
Finally, I can celebrate something. Also, race control sucks. Thank you. That was my win interview. Bye.
Yeah,
Yo.
very controversial there. Didn't throw the yellow on the back straightaway. With about 4 or 5 laps to go, there was at least 3 cars 6 or 6 seconds plus from the pack.
I will say this. Race control sucks, bro. There should have been like 2-3 cautions, but there was not even one today. There was a red flag, but that was due to Israel and race control not seeing that he was not ready. It's just like, what is race control doing today? Also, I don't know how, but I stole second place.
Gonna let Josh up. Can Josh?
So
Gonna let Josh up.
am I really going to get screwed over by lag and people wrecking me? Okay, screwed this division. I am sick and tired of it.
A lot of drivers showing insane concern. Some of them being Israel, Skirty, all of them not having a great time up here. Looks like they're not very happy throughout all the wrecks tonight. And as we have Josh come up on the stage, is there anything you would like to say about the race you watched today?
He's speechless. He doesn't know what he saw.
It's crazy, bro.
That's the bro says completely nothing.
You have 3 now coming up for a potential interview. Holy cracker.
Let's speak to our second place finisher right here. You have Puffin.
Oh, hello. Yeah,
Hey,
that
how was the
was that
race?
was that was a wild one. I can't lie to you. Uh, Lots of wrecks, like an ungodly amount of wrecks here. Um, I Out of everyone, I think I would have least expected Jesse to win that one. I'll be real,
Thank you.
because
Thank you.
after the uh, lag issues that he was dealing with for like the entirety of like the first few races, I didn't think he had anything in him. But yeah, he got the run off of me. And then Skirty got an insane run off of the final turn to snatch away second from me. But third place, I'll take it. For Civic, I don't know where he is in the standings, but he did.
Third.
I hope I did well enough for him. He's in third. Oh my goodness. Is he?
I
No.
do have
Oh,
another question for you. So
yeah.
we saw you working a lot with the 20 car Bushy, and he's usually not in your division. How were you able to build up enough trust in him that you could benefit him and he could benefit you during that race?
I just kept thinking about how, you know what? If I push the guy in first, then I think I'll be able to I'll just ride behind him until like the final couple turns, and if then I'll try and go for just something. That was my game plan in my mind. Just push someone, it happened to be Bushy, to the front, and then try and work my way around him to get the win. It almost worked, but two insane runs got me third.
Well,
But
nice interview with Puffin.
and then I don't know if you guys realized this, but I actually flipped while the broadcast signal was
Oh,
malfunctioning.
really?
I did flip. I don't remember what happened. I flipped. I managed to save it, and I came out with a P3. So that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I caught it on recording. I was like, and when the commentators said absolutely, I was just like, they calling me blind.
Don't know what happened there, but overall, at least from my perspective, clean race. I know other drivers cannot say the same, but in my experience there, it was pretty clean, I'll say.
Does
This,
Firefox even have a mic? Why is he trying to join?
I don't know.
He's gonna spam sound words. I'm already calling.
Does anyone else want to interview? I'm guessing Uber does. He's up here. Wait, does he even have a mic?
Yeah. Oh,
Does Uber even have a mic? What?
Hello, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here.
All right. Uber, first question of the day. How do you feel overall about the Miami race?
I feel pretty good. It started out well. Had that red flag for Israel, but after that, the only hiccup I had was when I switched off from Discord to mobile, and it kind of ruined my race. But called back up at the end and just pandemonium struck at the final lap. But that's really to be expected. But anyways, I feel pretty good
Yes.
after the season.
Okay. Okay. How do you feel about race control? A lot of people seem to have problems with it. Even Jesse, who won the race and kind of benefited from it.
I was wondering why it wasn't a caution for Israel and Alex at the end there, and also at Bathos too. Because there was one caution where Jesse was like 10 seconds behind. It's like, okay, it's like, is that going to be the tone for the race? But then it kind of wasn't. Just inconsistent, I guess. Just not the way we want to end the season.
So how do you feel about your D5 championship? Because you have clearly won it. Israel and Bushy would have needed an absolute miracle to win it because they were still able to win it, but it was just like very, very, very low.
Yeah, because I would needed to be
horrible today in all 3 races for them to even have a shot.
Don't like me, though.
And
No
even
more.
with that,
No more knocking
my
doors.
main competitor will be Bushy because I don't see Israel much as a threat. No offense to you, Israel, but it's kind of obvious. But it's just been well. Well, the trophy.
All right. Last question. How do you feel about D5 overall when it comes to just like about everything, the race control, the fun, the photo finishes? Just how was D5 this season overall to you?
It was great. It was a blast. Good racing. The heat races was fun too, even though I missed out making the main events in some of the races earlier in the season. But I really feel like I should have had more wins in D5, to be honest. But I can't pick and choose. So, and also shout out to that one dude in the audience, Joe Diggity. Looking he was cheering me on. Fucking hell.
Who is Joe Diggity? Hold up.
He looks like he wants to speak too. He has his hand raised.
Up, ladies and gentlemen. It's that nigga Joe Diggity in the cut, watching from the audience. I'm darn tootin' mad that lag spike happened. I blame Jesse for using a lag switch. I was watching live in that crowd. Could feel the lag in the arena.
So you're accusing Jesse of
using a lag
cheating?
Switch. Yeah.
You think that's the reason he won the race?
Yeah, I'm furious. Had a parlay on the match.
It's a race.
On a couple of names. But hey, it is what it is. You know?
How do you feel about Alex being the boss of D5 when he clearly shouldn't have?
Well,
should have been me.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Well, I mean, he is a great racer, but I really feel like he should be like the control guy. Like he can't do 2 jobs at once. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we should probably have Joshua just racing. Would have been funnier and better.
Nah, Joshua racing he would have beat all our asses.
Nah. You probably would have been caught up in the D5 chaos.
Maybe. Probably see him in the crowd at the end.
I want to get
where's the bracket at?
The bracket?
Yeah, where's the bracket?
What bracket?
I gotta see these stats. There's no bracket?
Oh no, there is a bracket, but I don't know if I can give it to you, but I'm gonna just give it to you because why not? I don't know if I can give it to you. I'll just give it to you.
Channel somewhere.
Oh no, there's like a bunch of channels for D5. If you scroll all the way down to like Division 5 and just go to standings, I think is what you meant.
Anyways, I think I need to go to the VRL hauler because I don't know. I am one of the commentators, and sometimes I host races, so I should probably be there. I want it to be commentated, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Before I go, can y'all do like an outro for this YouTube video? Because I've been recording.
Joe Diggity got that. He knows what how to finish this off.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up to the motherfucking D5. Oh. Who the fuck was that? Yo, see, don't be like that guy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna keep it on a positive note for the boy since he asked so nicely to end it off on a good note. Thank you for watching the motherfucking D5 races. If you want to be part of this shit, there's a Discord down below somewhere
in the description. It'll be there.
On that. And yes, sirskis.
Well, all right.